On behalf of our presiding officer for today's event, Colonel Travis Layton, welcome to the 2018 Annual and Unsung Heroes Awards Luncheon. I'm Staff Sergeant Brandon Lawson from the 65th Security Forces Squadron.
And I'm Technical Sergeant Latrey Wumble from the 65th Contracting Flight. And together, we will be your narrators for today's event. Our prophet for the event is Technical Sergeant Bradley Olson from the 65th Logistics Readiness Squadron.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Portuguese and American national anthems and the invocation provided by Chaplain McMillan.
Will you please join me in prayer? Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity that we have to gather today. It is truly a privilege to celebrate the accomplishments of our annual award winners and to lift up our unsung heroes. This celebration reminds us of how fortunate we are to serve among such incredible men and women. Indeed, they are truly gifted and hardworking people who have a tremendous impact upon our mission here at Lajes Airfield. We especially thank you that their service provides a tremendous example for all of us. As they serve selflessly each day, may they encourage all of us to aspire to be the very best that we too can be. We also acknowledge that no one serves alone. Supporting each one of these men and women, they are many loved ones, subordinates, peers, and superiors who have helped them to become who they are today. We give you thanks for the love and support and encouragement they provide for those we honor here. It is in your name that we pray all of these things. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain McMillan. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
At this time, we would like to welcome our distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until the end. Thank you.
The 65th Air Base Group Commander, Colonel Travis Layton.
The 65th Air Base Group Deputy Commander, Lieutenant Colonel David Young.
The 65th Air Base Acting Group Superintendent, Senior Master Sergeant Jay Cortez.
The 65th Air Base Group First Sergeant, Senior Master Sergeant Jason Wilson. We also want to extend a warm welcome to all commanders, superintendents, supervisors, and the proud members of Team Lajes.
Finally, even though they could not be here, we'd like to recognize the spouses and family members of those being recognized today. Their encouragement and sacrifices have played a significant role in the success of their airmen.
The head table, please lead us for lunch, and all other tables follow. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, lunch is served.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those still eating, please feel free to continue.
It is my pleasure to introduce our commander, the 65th Air Base Group, Colonel Travis Layton.
Yeah, hey, good morning, everybody. So it is always so nice to share a meal with you guys, but today is a very special occasion, obviously, because we are here to celebrate some of our annual award winners and unsung heroes. So that is an awesome thing, and I hope we can celebrate a little bit today in their honor. So before we roll into the main ceremony, I wanted to frame this a little bit for everybody. But first, and of course always, I want to thank supervisors and superintendents and commanders for mentoring and developing, and of course submitting their nominees for the awards today. We have a very important responsibility to make sure that we recognize deserving folks, and that's what you've done. And I can honestly say to all of you that this year I think we did it. We got it right. So thank you. But of course we celebrate our annual award winners today. These of course are our superstars who stand out not just for their distinctive accomplishments, but also because of their sustained efforts. This is day in and day out over the course of an entire year. And often that's in changing conditions, it's in under different leadership, and sometimes it's across different units. And it's not only that, it's just that the competition is so tight to win an award at this level, and that tells you how difficult and how great those folks are that have won these awards. But I also think the competition and the environment that it creates also helps us out, because it helps us as a team elevate our performance year after year and month after month for the betterment of the mission and also for the betterment of individuals. So we've also added something a little extra for today's ceremony, and that's the Unsung Heroes. And I want to say thank you very much to the top three for sponsoring this award. We're going to start by recognizing those folks. And I think intuitively, we all know that Unsung Heroes are those folks who work tirelessly behind the scenes, sacrificing for their units day in and day out without any kind of appreciation. And so today, we're going to acknowledge some of those folks for the amazing things that they've done, even though I think a lot of them probably don't want the attention. But we all understand that they're the foundation for this success that we enjoy here at Lajes, and that they represent actually so many more of us that are out there working behind the scenes without recognition or appreciation. So please know that Senior Master Sergeant Cortez and I are extremely humbled and honored to share the stage with you guys today. And also know that the entire 65th Air Base Group is extremely proud of your accomplishments and wish you all the best. So I think it's time for me to put the ceremony back in the hands of our capable professionals and get on with the show. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Colonel Layton. On behalf of the Lajes Field Top 3 Association, we are here today to announce and recognize the 65th Air Base Group's Unsung Hero Award winners for 2018.
The Unsung Hero program is designed to recognize those who do an outstanding job day in and day out, supporting the Air Force and Lajes Field, but have previously gone unrecognized. These individuals have always been there, supporting the mission and quietly performing their jobs in an outstanding manner.
Colonel Layton and Senior Master Sergeant Cortez, would you please join us on stage to congratulate our award winners?
Award winners, when your name is called, please come forward while we share your accomplishments with the audience.
From the 65th Comptroller Flight, Senora Cristina Silva. Senora Silva is a customer service technician for the 65th Comptroller Flight and has been assisting Lajes' 417 local nationals and 185 military personnel by herself for the last 7 months. During this time, she processed 176 PCS vouchers worth $443,000, 53 DTS vouchers valued at $91,000, and 146 TDY vouchers for our local national employees worth $141,000. She also was responsible for making any and all updates to the pay records for our military personnel, ensuring that they received the correct entitlements as soon as possible. She would always go above and beyond by working hand in hand with other agencies such as MPS, the Housing Office, and TMO to make the transition smoother for our members. Even with all that going on, she still found time to administer the DTS program and GTC program as well as provide one-on-one service with anyone that sought it, and she did it all with a smile.
From the 65th Force Support Flight, Staff Sergeant Shamikwa Victorine. Staff Sergeant Victorine is the non-commissioned officer in charge of career development and processed PCS orders for 128 Team Lajes members and assured the successful out-processing of 109 members. Her attention to detail enabled 128 members to secure in excess of $2 million in entitlements. She was the sole military personnel section member during a supervisor absence for 21 days, executing over 20 MPS programs with 0 shortfalls. She also manages the group's DROS program and processed 9 extension requests that were approved, securing continuity for 9 positions and saving the Air Force $1.4 million in PCS costs. She also liaised with Ramstein MPS to return 500 CACs to the Defense Manpower Data Center for disposition, ensuring Lajes MPS was aligned with the DoD directives and requirements to safeguard Air Force and local national members' personal information and data. She took initiative to head the 65th Force Support Flight and Group Staff Agency combined federal campaign, resulting in the success of the 65th Air Base Group, crushing the goal of raising over $10,000.
From the 65th Communications Squadron, Senior Airman Antonio Fernandez. Senior Airman Fernandez is a radio frequency systems journeyman for the 65th Communications Squadron, and his technical expertise enabled him to identify, troubleshoot, and replace a faulty network cable link for the $17.2 million high-frequency global communication system. In addition, he led a joint team of 10 members to restore faulty line replaceable units, acquire a new satellite signal, and correct a 10-day-long catastrophic Air Force's network outage. He also rectified the squadron's unit safety program by developing job safety training outlines and Air Force Form 55s for 49 personnel, providing monthly safety inspections for 6 facilities and correcting 9 safety discrepancies. Finally, he supported the 86th Airlift Wing Sapper program by performing as a volunteer victim advocate for Lajes Field Air Base 4. Accepting on the behalf of Senior Airman Fernandez is Major Barton.
From the 65th Communications Squadron, Senora Celeste Barbosa. Senora Barbosa is the resource advisor for the 65th Communications Squadron, where she oversaw the review of the 2018 budget and the execution of acquiring $550,000 in squadron funds for the fiscal year 2019 spend plan. She decreased the fiscal year 2018 miscellaneous obligation reimbursement document to zero balance after reconciling the status of funds to DFAS. She ensured the on-time payment of $101,000 for unit TDYs through the difficult transition from legacy to the new fiscal system deems, which caused payment delays Air Force-wide. Lastly, she managed the unit unfunded requests, coordinating with the 2 other organizations, obtaining $95,000 for the base phone bill.
From the 65th Logistics Readiness Squadron, Senora Ana Lemos. Senora Lemos is a passenger travel and personal property transportation assistant for the traffic management section of the deployment and distribution flight. Her tireless dedication and professionalism ensured the swift and efficient booking of emergency leave, alleviating stress and bridging the gap to relief and support for 8 service members. She has provided guidance to over 1,500 personnel on entitlements for personal property shipments and passenger travel, TDYs, and PCSs, safeguarding quality service and quality of life for members overseas. As a Customs Border Clearance agent, she inspected 156 personal property shipments to guarantee environmental and customs standards were upheld, thus protecting Homeland from entry of harmful pests and forbidden items. To add to this, her expertise was essential to the certification of over $732,000 in tickets processed on the passenger travel central billing account, resulting in 0 discrepancies or inflated expenditures to the United States government and over $71,000 in savings.
From the 65th Logistics Readiness Squadron, Senora Paula Terra. Senora Terra is a vehicle fleet specialist and was vital to the 2018 Vehicle Fleet Right-Shaping Plan. Her critical analysis of the $12.9 million vehicle fleet's utilization helped in conjunction with the input from the 6 using organizations. This resulted in the identification and redistribution of 50 unneeded assets valued at $3 million and reduced the annual fleet maintenance cost by $80,000. She put in place controls for the fleet-wide preventative maintenance and inspection interval change while establishing an 18-month maximum between services, enabling detection of critical vehicle issues earlier and reducing overall vehicle downtime. She was instrumental in establishing and administrating the Vehicle Control Officer SharePoint site, providing 24-hour access to view the scheduled maintenance calendar, track vehicle utilization, and view vehicle estimated maintenance completion dates, in addition to providing applicable AFI and technical order references.
From the 65th Civil Engineer Squadron, Senora Zelia Cuadros. Senora Cuadros is an electrical systems technician and a key member of an electrical team that saved the government $25,000 with the completion of the electrical systems in the Lajes Field laundromat. The system upgrades they developed and installed, coupled with the new, more efficient equipment, is predicted to reduce the overall energy consumption to the facility and laundry operations by more than 50%. Her hard work and attention to detail providing power and light to the airfield provides increased safety for FSF employees and will increase quality and service to Team Lajes customers. She has been a proud member of the 65th Civil Engineer Squadron for 3 years, and in her off time she instructs local children in ballroom dance lessons.
From the 65th Civil Engineer Squadron, Senor Francisco Mendonça. Senor Mendonça Senor Mendonça is an electrical systems technician. Recently, FSF purchased new washers and dryers and several pieces of specialized laundry equipment to upgrade their laundry operation. To comply with our host nation agreement, the new equipment is European specification versus the old United States standard machines. To meet the new power requirements, he had to reconfigure and significantly upgrade the existing electrical service in the building. The project called for the installation of a 500 kVA transformer and the requirement of several electrical panels, circuits, and switches that took more than 175 feet of new wire to complete. He has been working as an electrician on Lajes Field for 12 years, and on his off time, he helps set up outside lighting for multiple festivals throughout the island.
From the 65th Security Forces Squadron, Senior Airman Eddie Chaco. Senior Airman Chaco is a Security Forces Base Defense Operations Center Controller. While stationed at Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii, where he coordinated logistical support for 12 flyaway security team missions and ensured security forces personnel were equipped to support and sustain contingency operations. He led the 647th Security Forces Squadron AADD program, where he managed 34 volunteers and oversaw the safe transport home of 40 of his fellow airmen. While stationed at Lajes Field, he commanded the response to 4 in-flight emergencies and coordinated emergency services between 4 United States and host nation agencies, which allowed for immediate asset recovery and patient care. He also became a certified range safety officer, allowing the 65th Security Forces Squadron the ability to maintain critical weapons qualifications and increase sustainment firing.
From the 65th Security Forces Squadron, Senior Airman Jalen Pope. Senior Airman Pope is the Security Forces Base Defense Operations Center Controller. While stationed at Royal Air Force Mildenhall, United Kingdom, where he oversaw security operations and ensured RC-135 aircraft to perform intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance for the European Command. While stationed at Lajes Field, he crushed his initial duty position evaluation, earning a 95% overall score and earned the award as exceptionally well qualified. As a result, he utilized his knowledge to train 2 additional BDOT controllers, bolstering his flight's posting capabilities by 50%. He commanded a joint United States and Portuguese Security Forces gate runner exercise, enhancing tactics and techniques and solidifying real-world application. He also completed 3 classes and maintained a 4.0 GPA towards his master's degree in international relations.
From the 65th Operations Support Squadron, Senora Fatima Fernandez. Senora Fernandez works as an aircraft attendant, and in 2018 she was instrumental in the recovery and launch of over 250 Coronet aircraft, including 45 support aircraft and 8 foreign military sales of F-35s valued at over $680 million. She responded to an aircraft fuel spill involving 3 F-18 aircraft, where she coordinated with maintenance crews and emergency response personnel to stop, contain, and clean up the spilled fuel and prevented an environmental disaster. She was invaluable in hosting a United States Navy P-8 deployment to Lajes, where she helped orchestrate 28 submarine hunting missions and the employment of 480 sonobuoys. As an equipment custodian, she was able to work with local contractors to salvage and restore 8 F-16 crew boarding ladders valued at $41,600.
From the 65th Operations Support Squadron, Technical Sergeant Christopher De Jesus. Technical Sergeant Christopher De Jesus is the NCOIC of Radar, Airfield, and Weather Systems. He is responsible for 8 military and civilian technicians that ensure 75 air traffic control and landing system assets were properly maintained and updated when necessary, totaling over $13 million. He has supervised 852 maintenance inspections and 12 outages, clinching a 99.8% uptime rate on the equipment. The success of the inspection has led to over 40 Coronet missions and over 26,000 military and civilian flight operations. His leadership capabilities drove a $392,000 navigational aid install that performed 147 tests. This result provided support for 117 Department of Defense locales. His direct leadership enhanced the radar, airfield, and weather systems training program, ensuring 1,300 tasks for 9 members were accomplished prior to the AFSC merger. A special thank you to all of the supervisors who took the time to prepare the packages on each of these outstanding award winners.
Let's give all of our outstanding unsung heroes one more round of applause.
With the culmination of all the hard work and dedication you bestowed, along with the support of your supervisors, families, and friends, this award is more than deserving for the sacrifices and selflessness you have made throughout the year. It is now time to announce the 65th Air Base Group's annual award winners.
Award winners, when your name is called, please come forward while we congratulate you for your hard work throughout 2018.
The 2018 Airman of the Year is, from the 65th Communications Squadron, Senior Airman Dennis Miller.
The 2018 Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year is, from the 65th Logistics Readiness Squadron, Technical Sergeant Ryan Hines.
The 2018 Senior Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year is, from the 65th Logistics Readiness Squadron, Master Sergeant Max Horner. Sergeant Horner cannot be with us today. Sergeant Horner cannot be with us today. Accepting on the behalf of Sergeant Horner is Major Kennard.
The 2018 Company Grade Officer of the Year is, from the 65th Civil Engineer Squadron, Captain Andrew Davenport.
The 2018 Field Grade Officer of the Year is, from the 65th Operations Support Squadron, Major Key Kwok.
The 2018 Civilian Category 1 of the Year is, from the 65th Communications Squadron, Senora Silvia Nunes.
The 2018 Civilian Category 2 of the Year is, from the 65th Operations Support Squadron, Senor Orlando Fontesh.
The 2018 Honor Guard Program Manager of the Year is, from the 65th Logistics Readiness Squadron, Technical Sergeant Ryan Hines.
The 2018 First Sergeant of the Year is, from the 65th Air Base Group, Senior Master Sergeant Jason Wilson. Thank you, Colonel Layton and Senior Master Sergeant Cortez.
A special thank you to all of the supervisors, superintendents, and commanders who took the time to prepare, mentor, and recognize all of our award winners.
How about one last round of applause for all our outstanding winners? Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you taking part in today's event. Thank you to the Torque staff for their outstanding support.
At the conclusion of today's ceremony, would all of our 2018 annual awards winners and unsung heroes please come to the front and join Colonel Layton and Senior Master Sergeant Cortez for a group picture. Please stand for the playing of the Air Force song.
Thank you for joining us and have a great day.